Hello, hello, welcome back. We are into round 5. We have our two teams. Our number 10 seeded team, Sleepy Colors here on the blue side, having just been upset in round 4 by the 32 seed Chaotic Blaze. Now find themselves at 1-3 in the Swiss rounds, which, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe that means that they are out of the running to get to the bracket stage, which sadly also means their competition here in Apex Flame Horizon, they're also knocked out, the 30 seed. But we do have a bit of an invade here from dtro and Bazz. I was getting into the weeds of it, but look at that. Let's rewind. Actually, I want to rewind this one. Look at this play one more time. Bazz and dtro, it was just well done. And Gabex, you did not give respect. You should have flashed away from that bone skewer. Death becomes you as Bazz already cashing in, not even a minute into the game. Oh, speaking of which, I need to reorder. There we go. Actually, no, there we go. There we go. Like that. Perfect. So Gabex dying there. Bazz and dtro taking out some of their aggression here already. Even though it is a very early kill, it's not like you're getting much from the cash in. Any lead for a Draven is a good lead. I worry for Apex Flame Horizon spot lane now. It is an incredibly safe lane though. Senna, Seraphine, man, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that in ages. Dark Trenches back in the day when this was like all the rage and it was just super boring bot lane meta. Nothing happened for like 20 minutes. But Bazz and dtro say none of that here. We are playing aggressively. We're looking for these skills. Even look at dtro and how he's positioning himself. Looking for another bone skewer. Didn't land that one, but 1-2 auto attacks, 3 auto attacks out of Bazz. Take Benji down to a quarter of his health. Which means dtro, with the flash still available, he can clear that out. He can easily go for a flash pull. Maybe get a flash heal out of Benji. Sleepy Colors. The last game that they had to be a rough one, you know. They nearly dragged it back too. Got so close there between the two teams here. Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. Got so close. The team fighting of Chaotic Blaze, I think, surprising a lot of teams here. Here we go, Diesel getting jumped on in the top lane by Kedeck and Verdict. The verdict is you're dead. That was a pretty easy one there. Diesel realized that as well. Didn't even bother to flash away. I don't think it would have been worth it. The moment he noticed Verdict was there. Oh, flash in from dtro underneath the turret. Auto attacks nearly taken down Gabex, but not quite enough. So dtro gives up his life for nada. Excelsis might actually be able to snipe a kill here with this Q. Let's keep an eye. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, he will. Gabex didn't back off. You're not landing, though. Looking for the fear onto Gabex. Auto attack. Bazz cashing in. Excelsis will fall. As Bazz is getting chased away by Benji. Bazz, you want to turn this around? You might actually be able to fight that. But then again, you spotted out Verdict on that ward. Possibly for the best that he just decides to keep the cash. Keeps the cash, gets out of there. Second cash in already of the game. Already has himself a serrated Dirk. Going into that lane, got a one-shot for someone with one auto attack this early, especially with the low health bars of both a Senna and Seraphine. All right, Bazz, this is your playing field. Everything has been gifted to you as Diesel will fight against Kedeck, already using that Ignite. Because it is the Ignite flash here for Rumble. Has a lot of strength there against Kedeck. But he's got to be so cautious. We already saw that Verdict. Easy visit. Didn't get the flash out before, but can't show up as Excelsis was stealing away some jungle camps. Got spotted out, with Diesel being pretty low, and ZZep showing up too. Excelsis. That's a bummer. That is a bummer there. All the while bot lane, more skirmishing happening. Bazz easily going to pick up this kill. They're making sure to funnel this Draven all the gold necessary. Killing spree. Not even 5 minutes into the game. Another cash in, even though these cash ins are pretty much just getting the base amount of gold. But it doesn't matter. You're already getting 1,000 gold lead for Bazz over Benji, even if it's the the other way around. Gabe is actually getting the. You know what I mean. Okay, balance gear here. Gabe, it's tagged by the drowned waters there as someone else is taking a bit of a swim, but his swim is cut short. As Gabe gets pulled back away and then utilized just for a bit of that exchange there. Get a little bit of extra range for Benji to pick up his own kill with his Q. They're just not allowed to not fight, I guess. That's just how this is going. Both teams are constantly battling. And why not, right? Both teams, like I said, pretty much eliminated at this point in the Swiss. This is all for pride at this point. For pride or honor, for glory. The Bone Skewer pulls back in Verdict. ZZep dives in onto XiaoDanny. They get the knock up, so they do get a trade of 1-for-1. Mid laner for jungler. Here comes. Wait, you're already level 6? How are you already level 6, Kedeck? As Diesel only level 5 getting the flash away from ZZep. But burning Kedeck while Excelsis saying, I'm losing out to wolves. I don't want to fight them. I don't think I can win. I'm just going to take that and get out of here. I'm going to skedaddle. Yeah, both teams are just having fun with this. They're going for the crazy stuff. I'm more looking forward to see what happens in these team fights. How many kills do we think both teams can get to? That's going to be the real question here. I'm going with it's going to be a total of like 50 kills. Let's go with 50. ZZep fighting against Kedeck. Verdict again, bringing judgment into this top lane and saying you are not allowed to have a solo bolo here against Kedeck. I will always be here. I'll always be with you, Kedeck. All right, eight kills already. 7 minutes into the game. Excelsis looking for the spot lane play. XiaoDanny's nearby too. Level 6 there. Double root with Tangle Barbs. But no follow-up. The rest of the team was not ready. Even though Bazz was level 6, they could have actually probably followed that one up. dtro going to be spotted out here. Notices they were recalling. Pull back in. Gets the stun onto Gabe. Whirling death. Damage not picking up the kill because Excelsis had the auto attack. The Umbral Blades cleaving down Gabex for his 4th time. I wonder if we'll get a pen to this game. We'll see. We'll see if we get a pen to this game. This is one of those games that when you watch on LCS stage, right? It's like the two teams that are at the bottom of the standings. They can't make playoffs. And the casters are just having fun with it. That's kind of how I feel, except I just don't have someone to play off with it. So I'll have to use you, my imaginary viewer out there, as the person I play off. Like I'll ask you a question, and I'm gonna wait for your response because you'll totally answer, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Appreciate you. Ooh, Bone Skewer going wide. Benji sidestepping that. Those auto attacks are hurting though. dtro, ooh, sneaky over here. That's gonna be the ward spotting out Benji this time. Flash in from XiaoDanny, gets the flash away. No root there, no stun. Benji escaping death as they take down dtro. XiaoDanny, unfortunately, couldn't find his own play. Was narrowly too far, and with dtro only being level 5, no death from below. Instead, it was death of above. A high note, hitting him in the face. While Verdict looking for a dive on to Diesel. Equalizer only used to clear out the minions. No Kedeck. Whoa. Okay. You had flash. But you know, it happens. I think he didn't realize just how much damage he was taking there. Then walked into the last tick of the slow from Equalizer. Bit unlucky there. Bit unlucky for Kedeck. Already 16 kills in total in this game. Essence Reaver for Bazz. Well, we see a Titanic for Verdict. 2 completed items under the 10-minute mark. But who is more powerful? Draven. Xin-Chao. I'd have to probably give it to Xin-Chao. Ooh, Paranoia. dtro still level 5. Whirling Death, that time doing a lot of damage to Benji, but still no play, no pick, because dtro only level 5. Could not execute Benji. Instead, XiaoDanny might be able to. No, that's just a fake version. I wasn't baited that time. But Verdict, realizing that too, said, wait a minute, this ain't no mimic. This the real deal. And I got the power of the might. A killing spree for the jungler as Encore. Not having any Encore there. Instead, it's good to the pull. Looking for Excelsis. When becomes lightning connects. Where's the audacious charge? The flash in to make sure it lands. Picking up another kill. The Rampage. Verdict delivering judgment upon the heads. Double kill for the jungler. Verdict has the same amount of kills as the entirety of Sleepy Callers right now. Like I said, both teams, this is just for a fun game at this point. Both of them, unfortunately, already being knocked out. Again, as far as I'm aware. I believe if you're 2 and 3, that means you do not make it up to the next stage. I believe. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Sleepy Callers have already been upset twice. Actually, technically 3 times. Yeah, Redemption, Chaotic Blaze, and Abandoned Kittens. XiaoDanny, you tried going for the cheeky play, but ZZep knew better. He was able to camp those minions. He knew. So he'll clear out that wave. Maybe look for a play around. No, the Dragon's still a minute and a half off, so could just be denying this dive here because dtro is level 6 now. This is actually where there's a lot more power on the other side. They've already landed Wind Becomes Lightning with the flash from Bazz. Oh, because Verdict did not want to even look for dtro. That is not who they care about. That is a 0-5 Pike. This is about getting the shutdown on a Draven. Deny any capabilities here of Sleepy Callers. Excelsis has kind of snuck his way back there. As Paranoia could look for the fight. With how powerful Verdict is, I don't think that they want to. Titanic Hydra, really strong right now. 14-1. dtro. Oh, has more backup as XiaoDanny's here as well. Diving into the back line, realizing that Verdict was there with the TP in. Kedeck laughing in the face of his enemy as they already picked up the Nocturne. Only the Mimic, though. They got baited by that one. Whirling Death does not pick up the kill, but ZZep shows up out of nowhere looking for the RKO onto XiaoDanny, but he's pulled back in. No, he's not. Never to be denied here. Apex Flame Horizon wanting to live up to the name here. 15 kills, 13 minutes into the game. That turret's gonna die. First brick gold. Apex Flame Horizon. 6,000 gold bleed. 13 minutes into the game. Plates have not even gone. Just look at mid lane. Good example. XiaoDanny's been looking to play around the bot lane as many times as possible, but because of that, and ZZep only showing up for that one play in the bot lane, working successfully, might I add. 4 plates are already gone on that tier 1 in mid. ZZep's already got the Storm Razors. Dragon has been taken now by Sleepy Callers. dtro on the other side. Dash away the flash from ZZep. The reactionary play. This mid laner. Great heads up play. Skirting danger once more while Diesel, this time he's the one with some support. Kedeck is going a long ways away. Pretty tanky, but not tanky enough. Not when 4 members are collapsing upon you and you get pulled back in. Death from below. Puts dtro on the board. But all the while, 4 members committed for that play. This turret, 1 auto attack away. There it is. Means it's just a trade, essentially. Kedeck will gladly give up his life for that one, allowing more gold to be funneled into the Senna. Benji was struggling because Gabe had gotten spotted out by that invade by Bazz and dtro solo. Well, solo duo. Hasn't stopped Senna. Only really stopped and slowed down Seraphine. Benji's going to feel very confident, especially with these plays, realizing that ZZep and Verdict, they're the real carries. dtro Unfortunately, get it baited in by Verdict. That damage there from Verdict, denying the engage. As the God does connect, and the dash, the charge, audaciously, Verdict does take down 1 for 1. Well, Bazz is going to be the next target with the backup on the other side. Paranoia to turn off the lights. Hey, do you know where he is? Can you spot him out? Bazz locked against the wall. Rampage as bot lane. ZZep does get shut down. The kills across the board for each team. And more importantly, it's not just the kills. It's the fact that after the kills are picked up by Apex Flame Horizon, they're also getting these structures. They're getting the advantages across the map. Yes, ZZep dies. It's shut down gold for XiaoDanny. But another tier 2 turret was a tier 1 turret was toppled. A lot of gold influx for Apex. For Sleepy Callers, I'm just curious what they can do here. How they can come back into this game. Bazz is still pretty strong. 2 items already completed on Draven. The fact dtro. Pyke, not even at a completed item just yet. They've tried so many times. Only 1 kill with that execution. Doesn't feel confident enough to even step up anymore. Now realizing he has to stay around Bazz. It is the Draven gameplay. Nothing else matters here for Sleepy Callers. Diesel also going to realize he's in a lot of danger. That's why he had to flash there before the pillar even came up. Bazz getting collapsed on mid lane. That's a good route from XiaoDanny. Completely unspotted in those minions. Did a good job there. Attention of Apex, and myself included, was on to Bazz, and then XiaoDanny came out of nowhere with the Tangle Barbs to get that route, allow Bazz a quick escape. Constantly are seeing these trades of fights. Oh, and look at that damage on a dtro. ZZep almost got the kill onto him, but 1 auto attack from Bazz. That is that power of the 2-item Draven this early into the game. But ZZep almost 1v3, still picks up a kill. That's how close it was. Got dicey. Sleepy Callers are finding these opportune moments to strike back. Slowly but surely. Unfortunately for their team, they have a lot of snowball. And it feels like it is summertime, not winter, because they are quickly melting. And that snowball looking more like a pebble. An icy little pebble here. They need an avalanche to start coming soon. Let's see, what other ice-related joke can I make? I'm getting burned by the flames. I feel like I did that too much in the last game. Sleepy Callers had, because that was against Chaotic Blaze. That also worked better because Diesel burning up his fumes. You know, I guess it kind of works up. It works here too. Like that carries over. You know? Yeah, you get me. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Looking at the items though, we are getting those second items built up. We'll take Cyclo Sword for ZZep. It still should be Voltaic Cyclo Blade. I'm just gonna say that right now. Cyclo Sword. I don't know, it just doesn't roll off the tongue as much as Cyclo Blade. See? Cyclo Blade. Just say it out to yourself and you'll understand. All right, 4,500. Right about there. Lead here for Apex Flame Horizon. Sleepy Callers want to defend this dragon, but 50% onto it. Bazz, not there yet. Turn out the lights. Over the wall, XiaoDanny wombo combo with the engage onto Gabe, picking him out. Verdict, you've got the power, the might for the team, but you're silenced. The verdict is death upon all the members of Apex Flame Horizon. XiaoDanny. Legendary stuff there. Nobody ever suspects the XiaoDanny Nico flank. This is something that I remember that RMC was talking about back when we were casting some round 1s and round 2s together. Nico Nocturne. It was a powerful duo for a while there. You saw right there how strong that can be. Diesel though, will die. Even using the Dawning Shadow just for that shield. That lane injuries in Rift Maker probably actually could have picked up Benji even with the death of Diesel. Burn was probably enough to pick up the kill afterwards, but more just an answer back here on the map. After such a massive play there for Sleepy Callers. They're right back in this game. Right back in. And now the snowball. Hey, that Icy Pebble I was talking about. Looking a bit better. Shutting off the lights. Getting the knock up onto ZZep again. Death from below wasn't in time to save the life of XiaoDanny, but honestly, it didn't really need to be there. All it needs to do is make sure they can pick up a double kill and not lose to themselves with a fear, helping out Bazz's killing spree. Gold lead that had once been at 6,000 here for Apex Flame Horizon. Now within 1,000. Striking distance for Sleepy Callers. Man, I want to look at where that gold's all on Bazz, right? Yeah, that gold's all on Bazz. Bazz just chasing down one auto attack, almost picking up the kill. Just one auto attack on Benji there. That's how much damage Bazz is doing with 3 items. Collector, Youmuu's, Essence Reaver. There not been that TP from Gabe. Probably was going to just be a flash forward from Bazz to pick up a kill. Because it would have been auto attack, flash auto attack, even if Benji flashes away, whirling death. A little bit of a skirmish here. Knock up into the air on 2 members. They'll pull back in. Equalizer getting a little bit of damage on a verdict, but really the target is going to be the god himself. No longer having that long range engage reliability for Apex Flame Horizon. They got to be careful. Bazz, strangely enough, is going to be the one on flank duty this time around. Will be spotted out by that ward. They're going to peel back, and that is exactly why the Rift Herald was used. More to just to get distance towards Bazz. Meaning no crash here. It is a long ways away from that tier 2. I think it was about to time out there for Verdict, so they had to pop it regardless. Calling. Really doing chip damage there to Diesel. ZZep even taking a tower shot. dtro pulling back in as Excelsis gets shut down by ZZep and Benji. Lovers over there do find themselves a shutdown, but all the while they were able to get the kill on Gabe with the pull back on the Verdict. A lot of damage, but the Crescent Strike denying any more. Burning still, though, to that Ignite. So he's got to be cautious. Whirling Death did not connect. I saw what you're trying to do there, Bazz. Very clever while you're in the bot lane. Almost were able to find that snipe on a Verdict. While XiaoDanny getting a lot of attention, clearing out the minion waves. Bazz takes down the turret. Apex, when do you make the call to fight? You got to be careful because Bazz is still not here. XiaoDanny is trying to bait you in. That was a mimic. We all knew it. So the fact that you fall back here means it's nothing but victories for Sleepy Callers. With a minute until that dragon spawns, gives them plenty of time to lock down control over this quadrant of the map. In fact, this back is going to be big. Yeah, look at that. Almost 2,500 there for Bazz in his inventory. So recall from there. Last Whisper? Oh, okay. I just see a Last Whisper. I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess 25. You're not going to be able to fit it. What am I saying? My brain. I swear, when you cast... How many games have I cast? Of the Swiss brackets? I think this is number 19? I think this is number 19. Alright. Lights turned off. Kedeck calls the Forge God, and Verdict getting a lot of damage onto dtro, but it's going to be the Pop Blossom onto Benji. That damage! Bursting Blooms don't pick up the kill, but it almost does, as they have one Whirling Death. Was good for Bazz, but it wasn't the lock. That wasn't the Adoration sect cashing in that time around. Instead, just a 1-for-2 trade. XiaoDanny gives his life. Couldn't kill Verdict. Was so close, but with Benji and Kedeck both gone, seems that it's just going to be the call. Let them have the dragon. It's only the second one of the game here for Sleepy Callers. Not going to win the game off of 2 dragons. Good. More likely this 2,000 gold lead. Well, about 1,500 in reality. It's getting about 2,000 with some of the cash and gold that Excelsis got there. That's going to be the bigger thing. Teams are slowly working their way on no longer just the bot lane control. See all this control wards on the minimap from Sleepy Callers. Instead, they're going to transition that towards the top side. Remove all that control that had just been gained by Verdict, Kedeck. Oh, no. Verdict, ZZep, Gabe. As you wrestle control, a bit of a dance around the Baron. The little waltz that everyone has. What is a dance that begins with a B? Ballet? Yes, the Baron ballet? Nah, that doesn't sound as good, right? The worm waltz. Called the worm waltz. I feel like that actually works better. The worm waltz. The waltz of the worm. Anyways. Focus. Focus, Magical. We're in this game. Carl the Forge God. Looking for dtro as he flashed away. Body block, but you can't block all that damage that Verdict does. He absolutely eviscerates you as Excelsis gets tagged by Wind Becomes Lightning with a jump in. It's an equalizer into tight corridor, but nobody can follow that one up. So ZZep's double kill keeps away Sleepy Callers, and guess what? The play. Looking for no longer just a waltz around the worm. Instead, they're looking to take it. Can you get inside this pit? XiaoDanny, Bazz, you've got to be heroes here. They've got Diesel, but no equalizer. You can't equalize this play, not anymore. So they're calling to back off. Just trade the tier 2. Forfeit the Baron. Let Apex Flame Horizon have it. Wow, this game is close. And we are at 45 kills here. 26 minutes, 45 kills. I said 50. Remember, I said 50. Only 5 away. Let me know how many you said. In the comments down below, like and subscribe, blah, 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 what, you know, all that, sell that stuff. Okay, bye, Benji. You're just gonna die here. You're gonna get burned before anyone else can show up to help you. Yep. There you go. TP from Kedeck. I knew it wasn't gonna work out, but this TP from ZZep actually might be more important because they got Verdict already here. You've overcommitted. You've played your hand too far there, Sleepy Callers. You cannot escape from the alcove. You're locked in. It's Alcove Gaming. Shut down Unstoppable ZZep. That's Diesel. Wrong way from the base. But more importantly, is going to be Bazz in the spot lane, wailing away at the structure, and we might have quite the duel here. Bazz versus Verdict. Both of them incredibly powerful for their respective teams. Would have liked to see that 1v1 duel, but neither will commit for it. Okay, what is the Vortex Cyclist Swords? Swordnado. Okay, that's a pretty badass name. Swordnado is a pretty badass name. What's Jackstars? The Unspoken Parasite, and it's not as good as Swordnado. Swordnado might be my favorite one of the ornaments. Same with Syzygy for Eclipse. Syzygy and Swordnado. Top tier. Do a ranking system of all the ornaments names. I think Unending Despair is Hope Adrift. Kind of lame. Not as cool as Unending Despair. Much cooler name. Almost don't want to upgrade that purely to keep the name as Unending Despair. Anyways. 47 kills. 28, almost 28 and a half minutes into the game. Baron's still there for 4 of the members of Apex Flame Horizon, an open inhibitor. They have to deal with. Is it dtro and Bazz? No, they're not going to go for it. I thought there might be a bit of a base race, but base racing 5 members with the Baron buff? No way. Look at how fast they're taking those structures. 2 already toppled. Excelsis on the other side, waiting for dtro. But the inhibitor is going to die before you even get there. That is the equalizer, only doing pittance of damage. More importantly, is getting the flash out of Verdict with Excelsis in the backline. Encore does not stop Bazz as he's got one shutdown. They've got another shutdown for Diesel's unstoppability. Looking for the pull back in on the Kedeck as he flash dashes away. But he's rooted up. No, he's not tagged by the Bramble Storms. Instead, it is going to be the flashes in to make sure that Bazz, he himself, will be unstoppable. And we have hit the 50 kill mark in this game. With another dragon spawning. The game continues. Wow, okay. 3rd dragon of the game. We're past 50 kills. I didn't think it would get past 50. There's an 8-1 Draven here. Who has how much gold? Almost 3,000. Wow. Okay, well. Bazz is just now being greedy. He's got 3,000 gold. Share it with your team. You know, that'd be... What is it? I think Dota, you could do that, where you can actually give gold to other teammates. It's like a conversion rate or something like that. You could give gold to your teammates if you had too much gold to try to help them get back in the game too. But it's like, it had diminishing returns, right? So it's like, if you gave the gold out, it wouldn't be as much as you gave. That'd be kind of a cool mechanic, right? So you have a really fed Draven here. You're like, yeah, I want my Pike to be far ahead too. Here, I have 3,000 gold. The conversion rate is like 50%, so you get 1,500. Hey, you know, I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. I like it because then when I feed, I can still get gold from my fed teammates. I can feel more useful. But that's just a personal problem. But Excelsis is not going to have that personal problem anymore, as he's got himself a Guardian's Angel. As he dives into the back line, less likely to get burst down as quickly. Especially since you want to turn out the lights, dive into the back line. XiaoDanny should be on the approach as well at the same time whenever those plays are made. But despite the fact that the inhibitor was taken mid lane, there's actually Sleepy Collars now in control. Slowly encroaching on the territory here. Paul of the Forge God. No, that stand aside, denying the engage there from Kedeck. Bazz looking to drag Sleepy Collars' body over the finish line here. Not letting Flame Horizon pick up another upset against Sleepy Collars. Sleepy Collars have been upset 3 times here in the Swiss rounds. They don't want to make it a 4th. Granted, this game not having the stakes on the line anymore for either squad. More about bragging rights as Baron has spawned. Going to be started immediately upon spawn by Apex. TP on the other side. Look at XiaoDanny. Got a long ways to go, but will be unspotted. Even disguising as dtro. Huge equalizer. The Pop Blossom. The backline's gone. No longer having to worry about Soup, but you got to worry about Verdict as he dived in on the Bazz. Getting a lot of damage. The 9. Death from below, but his own death up above as he's taken out. It is an ace. No, it's not almost an ace. Cleanly done. It will eventually go the ways of Sleepy Collars as Flame Horizon. They are going to bid a au revoir over the horizon themselves. They're out of this one. I don't know where I was going with that call. I lost my train of thought. 19 games, that's a lot, people. I got one more to do. All right, Bazz barely surviving there. Doesn't get killed by the minions. With the Baron on Sleepy Collars. They will take this. They will not get upset a 4th time here in the Swiss bracket. One final chance here out of Apex as, unfortunately, even with the kill on to Diesel, there's too much damage. It was the game for Sleepy Collars. 2 and 3. They find themselves in the Swiss. Apex Flame Horizon, you tried. You played valiantly as a 30 seed. You got to be proud of yourselves. But unfortunately, it will be a 1-4 for them.